I want to tell you about a hill. Not a metaphorical one at first, a real one. One that existed inside a rehab room that smelled like disinfectant and old carpet, an effort that never quite evaporates. I was strapped to a harness, not the kind you see in inspirational videos, not heroic. This one didn't make me feel brave. It made me feel held together. The straps crossed my chest and hips, tight enough that I was aware of every breath, every shift of weight. Tight enough that I couldn't forget how much of the work wasn't mine alone. The therapist stood in front of me, close, but not too close, not enough to save me from falling. They said, "Okay, just one." And I remember thinking, one what? One step? 1 second? One miracle? Because when you're in recovery, one is never just one. It's loaded. It's hope, pretending to be reasonable. I tried. Nothing happened. That's the part people skip when they tell recovery stories. The trying that produces nothing. No visible movement. No signal that the effort went anywhere. Just energy leaving your body and not coming back with proof. The therapist didn't rush me, didn't encourage me, didn't say anything designed to make a poster later. They just said, reset, try again. Reset. That word is heavier than it sounds. Reset means the hill is still there. The stone is still at the bottom. Yesterday didn't carry over the way you wanted it to. So I did. Push. Slip. Reset. Push. Slip. Reset. And standing there, suspended in that harness, I thought of Sisyphus, the man condemned to push a stone up a hill, only to watch it roll back down again every day. No finish line, no accumulation, no evidence that yesterday mattered. Just repetition. For a long time, recovery felt exactly like that. Not dramatic, not tragic, just endless. Because the cruelty of Sisyphus isn't the weight of the stone, it's the erasure. The way effort disappears the moment you stop pushing. And that's what recovery does to your sense of time. Days stop stacking. You don't feel like you're moving forward. You feel like you're circling the same moment over and over, hoping something will break the pattern. Push, slip, reset, repeat. And the hardest part isn't the pushing, it's the reset. Because resetting means agreeing to stay. It means choosing to pick the stone up again without proof that it won't roll back down. It means believing that repetition itself might be doing something, even when you can't see what. There were days when I went home exhausted, sore, mentally drained. And if someone had asked me what changed, I wouldn't have known what to say. Those are dangerous days. Because invisible effort messes with your mind. It makes you wonder if hope is naive, if patience is denial, if quitting would actually be the more honest response. Standing there in that harness, breathing through the strain, my body shaking, not dramatically, just enough. I realized something quietly unsettling. I wasn't starting over. I was starting from experience. The hill was the same. The stone was the same. But I wasn't. I knew where the effort spiked. I knew where panic tried to enter. I knew how long I could stay before my brain begged me to stop. Sisyphus never gets credit for learning the hill. But if you do learn it, and then barely something happened, not enough to celebrate, not enough to explain, just enough. If you blinked, you would have missed it. The therapist nodded, just nodded. No applause, no declaration, no moment that anyone would ever talk about later. And I remember feeling almost embarrassed for caring, for letting that tiny, nearly invisible thing matter to me. But that night, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Not because it was impressive, because it was different. That movement didn't come from strength. It came from repetition. From showing up on days when nothing changed. From effort without reward. From pushing the stone, knowing it might roll back down. Sisyphus is usually described as punished. But what if the punishment isn't the hill? What if it's the story we tell about it? What if the tragedy isn't the stone rolls back down, but that no one sees the work that happens before that moment? Because here's the thing I didn't understand at first. The stone doesn't erase the push, even when it rolls back. Your body remembers, your mind remembers, your nervous system remembers. The hill changes you, even if it doesn't move. Months later, people saw a video. They saw a breakthrough. They saw progress. They saw something that finally looked like it counted. What they didn't see was that room, the harness, the smell, the resets. They didn't see the days when nothing happened. They didn't see the people who stood nearby, quietly, holding belief when I couldn't. Therapists, caregivers, family. People who kept showing up on the hill with me. So when people ask me when recovery really started, I don't talk about the moment that looked like success. I talk about the moment that looked like nothing. Because that's where Sisyphus lives. Not at the top, not at the bottom, but in the decision to put your hands on the stone again